Hi, lovelies. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Rylee.
Welcome back to our podcast.
Literally, no one asked. And every week we'll be ranking categories that we think more people should be talking about. For example, this week we are talking about redheaded baddies.
Yes.
It's people with iconic hair and even more iconic energy. So we're excited to dive into it. Hopefully you can think of some iconic redheaded baddies from your life. Most of these are going to be fictional from television, movies, because as we've been thinking of some of our favorite characters through the years, a lot of them are redheaded and they're baddies.
Yep.
So we feel like they deserve their own episode today. So let's get right into it, starting with my number 5. So my number 5 is Megara from Hercules. She was immediately one of the first people who came to my mind when writing this list. In my notes, I wrote sexual awakening ? Because I feel like she was very flirty, very sassy. One of the first Disney characters that I don't know, she just had that little sassitude, that little spunk to her. She definitely made an imprint in my mind growing up forever.
Oh, absolutely. And I loved like the little Pegasus or whatever in that movie. Oh, ate that up. But her, yeah, that was a lot of people's sexual awakening. And you're going to notice that's a theme today.
And she looks like a baddie, acts like a baddie. I was thinking earlier, if she was like during this time, she would be a Charlie XCX girl.
Oh,
She's brat coded.
yes.
I don't know how to
Brat.
explain it, but she's brat.
Very, very right.
And when I was kind of looking into the origins of Megara, her original Greek mythology is actually a little bit sad. And she's married to Hercules, but he kills her in a fit of rage. He like goes mad and he kills her and all of their children.
Oh.
So I prefer the Disney version. And I feel like even in the Disney version, there's like a scene where she's like, I'm a damsel, I'm in distress, and I don't need help, or something like that. So try to give her a little breeze spin, which I appreciate.
Yes, I can agree to that because, you know, they already be doing some sussy things in the past and in the present. Okay. Who knows about the future? But so I can agree. But at least, you know, some of those things, they made it a little bit better for that.
Exactly.
For her. And I appreciate that.
But I think we all can agree that Megara is, in fact, a redheaded baddie.
My number 5 is Merida. I was so obsessed with this movie. And
I feel like obsessed is an understatement, Maddie. You begged our parents to let you dye your hair red in like what, 4th or 5th grade?
Yeah, 4th.
So I think you didn't perm it, but you curled it often. So that way you could look like Merida. You started taking archery lessons. Like you had the chance to change your fate.
What? And like when Katniss came along, girl, that didn't help. That did not help. It fueled the fire, you know? So previous look back from Katniss, from siblings and everything, coming back for this. But no, so good. She was just like an independent baddie. Again, back with the Disney theme of actually sometimes doing a good job with those independent baddies and showing like the struggles with like the mother-daughter relationship, and she did not need no man. The whole archery scene is so baddie. I love the way she was with like her siblings and her dad, like so fresh. And like we were talking about it like with the bears and everything, like the symbolism with that. And
yeah, I feel like a common trope is like the mama bear being protective. So I'm sure I'm sure they were smart and tapped into that probably real mythology and lore
absolutely.
and stuff. But I appreciated like the bear analogy and that fierce love, because that's what it is in family.
It was just so sweet. So I had to put her on this list as well. It would have been a crime if I did not do that. And we will insert image wherever. And I dressed up as her for Halloween when I was younger during that whole phase debacle moment.
Extremely iconic moment.
Very iconic. So my good number 5.
Hey, quick break. Just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you by, well, me. When I'm not dressing up and recording this podcast, I actually run a business, and it's called Rylee Social Media Services. I work with brands, entrepreneurs, and creatives, all to help them grow their strategies, create engaged audiences, and create content that actually resonates. So if you're ready to grow your social media, check the show notes for a special discount just for you. So my number 4, the queen I am dressed as today, is Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas. This movie was iconic and played constantly throughout our home from pretty much the beginning of October until January 1st of the next year, we were playing The Nightmare Before Christmas every day.
Yep.
So that movie made an imprint on me, ingrained in my heart forever. I'm a Nightmare Before Christmas girl. So I loved Sally. I thought she was so cool, the way she could stitch herself back together. And there's even something kind of meaningful behind that too. Like, she's kept up in this tower with this mad scientist who does tests and treats her not so great. So literally stitching herself back together after no matter what she endures or falls apart from. So I love Sally, and all of her songs in the movie are just so beautiful. So growing up, she was my baddie. She was my baddie with her beautiful red hair and her teal skin. And I loved her and Jack's relationship too.
Oh, absolutely. It's such an iconic movie, and like their relationship is so iconic. Like every person has some type of Jack and Sally couple merch. I promise you. I promise you on my kidneys, dog. You got it.
So, and aside from the fact that she's just like cute, has good songs, she tries to give Jack reason when he's going on his crazy Santa Claus kick. But I love her teal legs. Like, I always love the Monster High dolls too, like the way they look. I love that like bright colored skin, like I don't know, just something about it, especially with the muted tones of the movie. Her bright blue skin and her bright red hair. Sally girl.
Fashionista boots down. Absolutely.
Stitch together that style.
Yes, honey. My number 4 is Jessica Rabbit. And again, people that would be a crime if we didn't put them on this list. Like, that is OG. It's mandatory. That's like OG Baddie wife. Like,
she's president of this club.
Yes. And she is serving our country for real. Like. And when I was saying this, I was like, of course she's with a rabbit, a little man. Like, girl, it's always the beautiful bisexual woman and her boyfriend. It's to quote Kayla Barron, essentially. But OG queen. Like, there's no more else to say except for, and gay awakening. Again, reoccurring theme, gay awakening for so many people. Even if you, whatever, everyone can appreciate her.
And I think it's important to note how much of an impact all these redhead baddies had on us, because a lot of these I saw before the age of 10 and loved them. And I dyed my hair red actually for 10 years. Over 10 years, I dyed it red, like varying shades, bright to dark. But girl, red was always the hardest color to keep in. Like, I remember my hairdressers being like, see you back here in 3 weeks. But no, it only looked how I wanted for like 2 weeks. So as much as I wish I could be part of the Redhead Baddie Club, it is too hard to keep up, but I love my Redhead Baddies.
I've been Redheaded Baddie for a while. Like, literally, me, my mom, and her hair is actually like...
She just left the Redhead Baddie Club too, but she dyed her hair red. Yeah, she dyed her hair red for like
years.
20 plus years.
Yeah, but our mom's been a redhead forever too, like dyeing it red, not naturally. But yeah, my hair's been red for a little while now, but I've had my hair every color of the rainbow you can think of. every color. But I love red. It's a safety blanket color for sure. So, yes, Redheaded Baddies unite.
My number 3 is Miss Bellum from the Powerpuff Girls. So you're just going to remember her body, yaddy, yaddy, her silhouette, because they never showed her face. That's the fitted out red blazer, red skirt, tan, long legs, curly bob. But I did a little bit of research because initially when I wrote this list, Blossom came to mind. But then I was like, wait. She's a baddie in her own regard, don't get me wrong, but Miss Bellum is like, I feel like in this level of redhead baddie of all the other characters that we're putting in. So I also found out that her full name is Sarah Bellum, which is
crazy.
A super direct play on, the part of your brain, the cerebellum, that controls motor function, movement. And it was kind of to show that she was the person leading the mayor's office and actually in charge and the brains of the operation. And the Powerpuff Girls was released in like the 90s, early 2000s. So it was definitely making some commentary about women in power and how they were kind of the ones running the show, even if it was a male figurehead displaying that he was actually the one running it. So I also read that it was intentional that they never showed her face and they wanted to show her body from the perspective of the mayor and how he views her. So I was like, okay, Powerpuff Girls with your social commentary, I see you. But
yes, they out here making a statement. So you tell them, Sally. You tell them.
So I loved Miss Bellum, and I even remembered looking through some old episodes that she is an ally of the Powerpuff Girls. Like, she's not just a baddie from how she looks and helping run the mayor's office, but she helps fight crime a couple times with the girls, helps them out. So
period. She's earned her stars, her stripes and her stars. My number 3 is Yoko Littner from Gurren Lagann. I love this anime so much. I like watched it and I was like 12 and I was so obsessed with it. And when I got my dad to watch it, I was so excited because I was like, I know you're gonna love it. I don't really love
What's
lots
it
of
about?
other so it's like in a post like apocalyptic world and they live like underground and there's like these like Gundam and I don't really like Gundam anime like sorry like I didn't really watch like Voltron or anything. I don't really love Transformers like those mech kind of things, not really my vibe, but this one's like different. It's really good. And Yuri Lowenthal, the voice actor for Sasuke and so many other things, he voices one of the main characters. That voice actor, and I'm talking about English of course, for Yoko is Michelle Ruff, who is Luna the cat in Sailor Moon. She's also Rukia in Bleach, so she's a baddie icon. But yeah, it's a post-apocalyptic world, and she shows up and busts down because there's this like Gundam that's trying to hurt all these people. And she has this like big old sniper rifle. She takes him out, and at this point she's like 16. And then they kind of save the world essentially, you know, bada bing, bada boom.
He said, bam, she's 16. Bam, she got a sniper. Bam, she's saving the world.
The love of her life died. Bam! Oh. It wouldn't be a good show without that, though. But she like ends up being a little teacher to like kindergartners, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. And it's so cute. It's really adorable. But even then, like, it shows like if something happens, she's still got all her baddie equipment and she'll still bust that out. Bust it out. So I love her so much. That's why I needed to put her on this list. And that's why she's a little bit higher than like some of the others. Like a good 3 felt good because I love her. Show respect.
And her name was Yoko?
Yeah, Yoko
Okay,
Littner.
girl, Yoko. We see you.
Yeah, Yoko. I would have been her, but she's usually in like essentially a bikini. Love you, girl.
Love you, girl, but I'm
Woo!
not trying to fit down like that.
Your body, yada yada. No.
Every week we do a new middle segment to figure out what sticks, what we like, what you like. But it's a nice little refresher before we reveal our top 2 to really prevail who the baddies are, but want to do a little break, do something fun. So this week we are doing Guess the Redheaded Baddie,
Yes.
just by a zoomed in picture of their hair. So I love seeing this on like game shows when they have to guess the celebrity by their eye or their mouth.
Yeah.
So we felt it was only appropriate for redheaded baddies to guess them by their redheaded hair. So they're not from our list. We wanted to make it a little more
fair,
complicated. And she has not seen the picture or the baddie that I've chosen.
And
I don't know what
vice
she's
versa.
chosen. So guess along with us. Okay. Are you ready, Maddie?
Yeah.
Okay. Look away for just a second just to make sure everything is okay. Okay. You could look. Okay. Let's say you get, since we're doing top 5, you get 5 guesses.
Okay.
You get 5 guesses before I tell you the
that. Also want to say I usually don't wear my glasses on the pod because I just don't love it, but I am blind and I hate wearing contacts. So had to wear them for today, especially for this. Okay. Is really giving Shane, but also like, I don't know, like my first guess is going to be Shane. Oh, okay. Are they a YouTuber?
No. But you are guessing the right gender. I'll give you a little hint. One hint.
Do they act?
Not really.
Do they sing?
Yes.
Is it... Is it Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Okay, ready for the great reveal?
Yeah. Wait, that us? Oh my god! I was like, who is a redheaded baddie that is a male singer?
Yeah, he's a redheaded baddie.
Ed Sheeran.
I see you.
I'm in love with the shape of you. You ate with that.
Thank you.
Okay, you're ready. Let's go.
Oh.
What do you think of this?
Okay. Immediate reaction is Carrot Top.
Nate.
Okay. I can ask you questions too. Is it a actor?
No.
Is it like a personality, like an influencer?
Not really an influencer, but like has like mostly its personality. And yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
Are they like an artist?
Yeah.
Okay. The only person I can think of with an orange curly bob like that is Ice Spice. Oh, okay. Oh,
Okay.
she made her grand entrance. Ice Spice, I see you. Oh my god.
did not mean to dox your whole...
Hello, Ice Fries. Okay, I was able to... We both guessed them in 2 guesses. We know our redheaded baddies.
Yeah, you got that queen. My poopy farty queen. Oh
She's shaking ass in the deli.
Yes, I did not mean to dox your camera roll like that. I'm so sorry. Well, see the Insta later, I guess. Okay, and for our honorable mention, for the first time in history of Literally, no one asked. We have 2 honorable mentions today because it was hard to decide, and we really just wanted both of them.
So many redheaded baddies.
So many redheaded baddies, but we really we chose these 2. We chose Gara and we chose Todoroki, Shoto Todoroki from My Hero, and then of course Gara from
I feel like
Naruto.
Todoroki didn't get the full baddie list because he's only half.
Yeah, he's half of a redhead.
Baddie. But white-haired baddies deserve their own category. So he's like sitting on the fence of both of those.
Yeah.
So that's why he gets a shout out, honorable mention.
And then Gara, that's like a very obvious.
Duh.
Duh. And so, there's all of our baddies on here. We didn't want you to think we forgot about him and we are ignoring him. No, he is up there, but
we just feel like some other baddies out-baddied him, unfortunately. So
unfortunately, he didn't get his redemption arc until a little bit later. So for most people, they don't, a lot of people do love Gara, but
it takes you a minute.
Yeah, it does. Him. It does take you a second.
Whereas all these baddies, you're like, you love out the gate. Yeah. So those are our honorable mentions for redheaded baddies category. And now we get to jump into the meat and potatoes of today's episode, which is our top 2 redheaded baddies.
Yes.
So let's get into my top 2. My number 2 redheaded baddie is Elastigirl because duh.
Of course.
She is the epitome of Pixar mom, body yaddy yaddy. She's giving teeny waist, booty dreamy, thick and... Want to squeeze me? No. But it's true. Everybody remembers the first time they saw the Pixar mom build. So I had to put her in there. But not only is she baddie because giving physical baddie, but literal baddie. Like there's one quote that's iconic and it's like, leave the saving to the men? I don't think so.
Yes.
So that's my girl Elastigirl. She's a mom. She's a superhero. I love her powers. She's saving the day. Obviously, she's going to be at the top of this list. And she has red hair. Redheaded bob.
Oh, yes. Call me Bob. So I absolutely agreed to you putting her as your number 2. Because, yeah, just iconic, too. Another iconic one. That would be a crime. She was not on here.
Like, she's right there as either vice president, co-president, co-captain of Redhead Baddie Club. So, see you.
I agree. My number 2 is Kushina. And that today is why I'm dressed as her. I love her so much. Love Naruto. As you have seen, I have Naruto tattoo. Plan on very, very many more. But she's literally a definition of a redheaded baddie. Like before Naruto was the Jinchuriki, like she literally was. Like she had Kurama, the nine-tailed beast, inside her. That was a part of the whole like family line of them as Uzumakis, as they had so much chakra and she was able to contain that. And it's just like so precious. Like she had so many quirks that passed down to Naruto. So when they finally meet like later, when she's like a ghost essentially crying, he sees that and it's just so tender. But she was so strong. She was so strong and such a goddamn baddie all the way up until her death. So I absolutely needed to put her high up on this list because I love her so much and you made such a glorious son.
And didn't you say something about how in Naruto there's 9 Jinchuriki and each one, depending on like if it's the 9 tails, the 8 tails, like the tails correspond with like how powerful they are?
Yeah. So when I was talking about in our mythical creatures I'd want to buy off of the black market, I added Kurama on there, Love King, and he's the 9-tailed fox. And so the more tails there are, the stronger they are, the wiser they are. And that's specifically for Kitsune, but talking about Jinchuriki and Naruto, the more tails they have, the stronger they are. And he is the highest tailed beast of them all. And so, he is the strongest. And she was able to contain that for so long. And their deaths were brutal. It was not good. It was so sad. It was so sad. She did not get to be with Naruto for long at all. Literally, like, not even a day. It was so sad. So, love Queen Kushina. R.I.P. Queen. So, that's why she's my number 2.
Good pick.
Thank you.
And my number 1 is Kim Possible because I was a Kim Possible girly growing up. I loved it. I watched it every single day after school. And she was a cheerleader. She was a good student. She was literally a secret agent saving the world. She was a baddie. She was cute. She was a red-headed baddie.
Yep.
And I felt like for me, the most unrealistic part of that show was how cute they made Rufus, the naked mole rat, because I'll never forget. I watched Kim Possible when I was pretty young. So I was like, Rufus is so cute. Like, I remember the first time I looked up a naked mole rat. Jump scare, because, yeah, they made him seem so cute. They're not cute. But I loved Kim Possible, and I loved seeing her save the world, and I loved how she was the strong one, and Ron was kind of like her goofy sidekick. But they were friends to lovers, so they were super cute, though. I still remember coming home from school, sitting down and watching like the last episode of Kim Possible when they're at the prom and they have their dance and they kiss, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, it was all so tea, but no, literally with Rufus, like giving skinny pig energy too. Like, you don't know what a skinny pig is? Google right now. It's giving the same energy. Favorite insult. Oh, you look like a skinny pig. You don't know
what
what
is a skinny pig?
Oh, you don't know what a skinny pig? That's a naked guinea pig.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what is a skinny pig?
Oh, Ozempic guinea pig. And that's what the Rufus's actual siblings look
No,
like.
Rufus being an Ozempic guinea pig.
Rufus got the surgeries done, and his siblings did not. He's our woke king. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, Kim Possible, she's the queen. She's my personal queen. I know that she's probably
absolutely.
not going to be the number one on others people's
Yeah.
lists, but this is my list that literally no one asked for, okay? So
Exactly. That's the whole point.
she is my number one.
I agree to that so hard. My number one is Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. I was so excited to talk about Bleach more today. I love Bleach so much. I was like, no, I'm not going to really, I wasn't as interested in watching it. But my dad was like, no, you have to. Love the big three. Don't love One Piece. I don't really care. I don't want to hear it. Again, don't care. But Bleach, so good. And Ichigo is just such a good main character. He's literally like, it means strawberry in Japanese, and he like they emphasize that more in the manga, but he is quite literally redheaded baddie. And like, this is redheaded baddies we wish they were real as well. And I also wish he was real, because he would be such a good friend. He would protect everyone. He's so kind, and like, even though he has his little moments, that's what makes him so much more relatable and so real. And I have cosplayed him, and I met his voice actor. It was so nice. But I want to insert image of one of my cosplays, so that will happen. Beep. But I needed to put him on this list. And now that Rylee is reading it, she's been reading it for a little bit, but I'm excited for you to watch more and see more of why he's a baddie. So I can't say too much, but if you know, you know.
Yeah, I've only read the first like 5 or 6 books, but already from what I can tell, he's a baddie. You find this out in the beginning. He like stabs himself to be able to become a soul reaper. So immediate baddie status. So very fitting that you chose him for your number one. Baddie sees baddie.
Yes, and like, you know, when you first meet him, he like just helps this like spirit, because he's always been able to see spirits. And so even to the undead, he's always so kind. So he's just like another pure soul, but he's a little more tough. He's a little more sassy and savage, but that's also why you love him.
Okay. So we have both picked our number one, and we were thinking for picking who is the ultimate of our categories, who would win in a fight?
Yeah,
Who
like
would win in a fight?
that's a good way to decide. Like, we'll put him in a pit. Who's gonna come out?
So unfortunately, as much as I love Kim Possible, if I put Kim Possible in a pit with Ichigo, my girl's decimated. She's gone.
getting cleared.
She's getting cleared. So I think Ichigo is going to have to win the Redhead category, which I am happy with. So love that. Let us know if you agree with our Redheaded Baddies. Who would you put on your list? Who did we forget? And we'll be here next week doing the same thing. And we hope you join us, but that's okay if not, because literally
No one asked.
And the hint for next week's episode is we're going to take a reevaluation at some villains that we think deserve a second chance. See you then.
And back again is me. I'm also here to tell you that this episode's brought to you by me. I run my small business Littner cause, so if you're ever in the SLC area and you want to grow your natural nails strong and healthy with intricate custom nail art, you'll come to me for that, of course. And you can see more information for that in the show notes below.